is Uncle Momo's music reaction channel where I provide my views on talented artists from around the world, both established artists and non-established artists. And I promise you that you won't be disappointed whatsoever. So why don't you come and join me in discovering amazing talented artists and bringing it to the forefront of my channel for us to view. Now, we are going straight over to Ukraine and I have got a massive smile from ear to ear. Why? Because I'm about to react to Alina Pash. And she has a massive soft spot in my heart. She really, really has. From beginning, I've reacted to Ukrainian music. The five artists that I first reacted to was Alina Pash, Alona Lona, Onika, and Dmitry Monotek, and Ocean Elsing. And I was just blown apart. They all gave me different kind of genre styles of music. And with Alina Pash, she gave me this authentic traditional style, which and from her, I found out, I done some due diligence on the line that I wanted to travel and find out the history of Ukraine. From the Carpathians, from the Kozak, from the White Cry. It was Alina Pash that led me to the direction of, wow, what is this? Let me find out more about this. You know, so I'd like to thank Alina Pash for that. And I have been following every kind of message or video or I've been watching, and she is so patriotic. She has her ups and downs like everybody else, but she has been firm believer of the love of her country, and that has never, ever, ever wavered. No matter what kind of sticks and stones is being thrown at her, you always see her patriotic value inside her heart and soul, and that's something that you cannot take away from her whatsoever. So just have that in your mind. Now, this particular song was an audio and now it's an official video, The Shadows of Forgotten Ancestors. And that should just tell you straight there how patriotic she is. Do you know what I mean? Talking about our ancestors, come on. So in the Google, I've translated some things into Google Translate. So I'm going to read it out to yourself. Reinterpretation of the song Shadows of Forgotten Ancestors, which acquired new meaning after the start of the full-scale war between Russia and Ukraine. The video is metaphorical. It reflects the diversity of Ukrainian culture, from deep waters to the high mountains, the motherland resounds. Underwater shooting took place in the world's deepest pool, and with thermal water, it's got Y40, and the mountain shooting took place in Italy, in Italian Dolomites. So you've got, how did he get to Italy? Or was it somebody, I don't know. I won't know until I press the play button, but I'm glad that you've given some background on the actual music video. Not a lot of people read the description. I like to read it. Gives me a little bit of insight into it. Also, Alina Pash has put some of the lyrical contents down there as well. 10 Bayats are crying for my land, that for centuries we need to defend, and our deepest roots called for our names, and mother caravans rush, scream for our faith. We cannot forget those who've been building our homes. We cannot forget those who came here just to destroy. They tried to delete our language, our culture, our code, but in Ukraine live people with the bravest souls. And you can't beat what that's saying, can you? You really can't. Look, if you haven't done already, please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the notification button to indicate to you when my next uploads will be. Now, without further ado, you know what we're here for. Great vocabs and a damn good video audio music, as well as your support. Can you dig it? Straight away, traditional.
Tremitas are crying for my land. For centuries we needed to defend, and our deepest roots called for our names. Mother Kiev, you screamed for our faith. We cannot forget those who've been building our home. We cannot forget those who came here just to destroy. They trying to delete our language and our culture code. Ukraine like people and the bravest souls.
Did you hear the lyrics? See that scene? It's amazing. That must have took ages. It just makes sense, does it now? It's in the visuals.
I'm a girl from a small town. My motherland gave me the wisdom. My folks are fighting for freedom, like one for all and all for one. Nowadays, Dante would have written the divine tragedy, but we need to do with
Such a strong
the
person.
divine strategy. I'm standing here for those who honestly gave their hearts, their life, like Shevchenko, Ukrainka, Khvelyovy. Like all those people I leave behind a piece of me. Let's remember our ancestors that write our own history.
That was a powerful word. Let's not forget our ancestors and write our own history. It's almost like you have to go back to go forward. Is that kind of like peeling off the layers? Ukrainian colours. It's almost like a cocoon, like you're ready to change into something else. Was that kind of like the Lady of the Lake? Ocean of humanity. Okay, each river runs from the source, and the tribes must protect their source by any means necessary. Come on! So that was the amazing, enchanting Alina Pash, with Shadows of Forgotten Ancestors, and there was so much value within this track. As in, there's always values within what Alina Pash does. It is very, very much soul-searching and heartfelt. And other than the Habaka, I see Alina Pash as being very, very patient by bringing things of history into the forefront, into modern terms. And she's always done that, whether it be a hip-hop or urban kind of vibe. There's always some kind of traditional value within her music video, or in the way how she sings it, whether it be a white cry, or she's pretending to be, not pretending to, or following the strong suit of the witches. She's done a number of those kind of things and ritual sayings in her music. I'm not saying it's satanic. It's not. It's just hitting and getting in touch with the ancestral flow, the ancestral bloodline. Do you know what I mean? And she always carries a torch of making sure that you don't forget about your past. You don't forget about the historic value. You be proud of what Ukrainian ancestors has done. You know, we are the bloodline of our ancestors, and we will continue. And we should recognize our strength by any means necessary. And you always do recognize strength when you're being backed into a corner. Look, Ukraine, I don't think has invaded anybody, but it's always a case that someone wants to invade Ukraine. And every time when that happens, they dig deep into their bloodline of ancestral, and patriotism comes out in an abundance. And Alina Pash is one of those modern artists that is showing that beacon of, let's not forget of who we are, our strength of our bloodline, our historic values, our kind-hearted to aid and help other people, and our strength of not wavering to move from the spot that we are, because this is our ground. And she shows that kind of values in almost every single of her music. And yet she still has trials and tribulations. And she still puts her head up high. That's why, among other things, why I love Alina Pash. Because she is an amazing, strong female character. And she will go to heaven and earth to help those who are less fortunate than herself. And this particular music video, you saw two different characters of Alina Pash. The music artist and then the humanitarian artist. And yes, they do combine together when you amalgamate them both. But she separated them. She had a speech that was humanitarian Alina Pash. And then you had her vocals, the traditional white cry elements, you know, the things that Habakkuk does. I'm not a expert of explaining about, the white cry and anything else, but I am intrigued to know more about that. And ever so more, anytime when I listen to Habakkuk or Alina Pash, it just brings it to light where I have to do some more due diligence because there's something in there that makes me want to feel I need to find out more. And also Yarmak, who's just beginning to reach my my awareness on finding out what is going on with Yarmak, or what is Yarmak. But yeah, Alina Pash, she is just a wonderful soul, a wonderful soul that would not hurt anybody. And no matter how much you are in her face, she still has this decorum of, you're not going to waver my position. You're not going to waver my direction. Because in my heart and soul, I know that this is the place where I need to be. And it's not going to be easy. Things are never easy. But that's the test of your character. And that's her. And for that reason, I salute you. Amazing song, amazing feeling, amazing visuals. And there's quality and substance within this music video and her vocals.